is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps. I add my teammates as watchers so they're in the loop. ClickUp makes work easy, from personal.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Wednesday night, June 18th, 2025. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with me, Ken Stout Live. We have William, we have Rich, we have Greg who looks to be eating. We have Sam, Darren, and Jeff Ryman. If I could get an audio confirmation from Zoom, I know I'm going out over YouTube. I have an echo.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
All right, so let's see if I can kill the echo. I think it's right.
There. I'll go verify the echo went away. And it went away. Oh. I thought I wasn't going to make it on time because I was cleaning up OBS earlier today and I was experimenting with the camera and I have forgotten that I had experimented with the camera and I left the camera on. So when I went to turn the camera on here, it didn't work. Couldn't work because it's already in operation in OBS. Fortunately, I have OBS down to 25 scenes now, getting it there, and it took me just a few moments to find. It took me about 3 minutes actually to find it, but I did find it. So let's go look at chat real quick. Looks like Pinky Gray was first tonight at 7:58, a few minutes before showtime. First, second, and third. Tony Wallow was second. Onefish 26 was third. Greg was fourth. He's outside cutting the grass. Yeah, I have to do that tomorrow, if weather permitting, of course. Susanna Morgan, proud single mother, gives us a like in the blue turquoise waving guy. Thank you, Susanna. Jeff Ryman, waiting with bated breath. Blue Softy, hello. Hello, Blue Softy. Good to see you again. Can't miss this one. Okay, appreciate that. Mike Wojcik. Hello, Mike. Good to see Mike. Always good to see Mike. John Williams. How are you, Doug Stout? Got anything to? Yeah, I was outside off and on for the last 45 minutes or so, and you would. I mean, the clouds are still rolling by, but they're pretty high up in the air. I don't think they're going to do anything. But yeah, we had a good storm today. But we didn't get hit near as bad as parts of Indianapolis did. There was trees down and telephone poles down, and I haven't heard of any fatalities or injuries yet. Hopefully, knock on wood, I won't. But yeah, I shot two videos, one from the front, one from the back of the storm. There is a short, and you know what? I should go grab that link and post it in chat for anyone that wants to go check it out, Blue Softy says, how have we all been doing today? I'm doing all right. I can't speak for the other homies, but let's see, how do I do this? I can't remember how to do this. I swear, many times as I've done this, I really ought to be doing this. Jeff, are you here?
Yeah, I just got in. I was doing well. I mean, just got back to the office from what I was doing. I spent the entire day writing scripts for backing up stuff.
Oh boy, that sounds
Well,
fun.
I had been using a script that ran Xcopy, and it was running out of memory because some of the paths were too long. So I switched over for some things to using a command called Robocopy.
Okay.
It's working, but it took me a while to figure it out. And I like it better, but I can't make it work completely unless I'm running from an administrator account. Otherwise, it craps out on a few files here and there because it's trying to copy security information. So
I'm glad you said finally figured it out, because I know you have not seen the trailer tonight, but you should go click the link in the description and watch the trailer.
Well, I signed into YouTube long before the stream and I never saw any trailers.
trailers, unless it didn't play, it played for me when I checked it. But anyway, John Williams, did you get all the points from this morning? I did not. He ignored me, and then he was like, "I didn't ignore you," and then he went on to some 15-minute dissertation about how he wasn't ignoring me.
You
And actually, Doug,
you must have
you're
spent a
wrong.
while on that.
Uh-huh.
You must have spent a while on that.
Oh, he did. He did. Um, but Doug, you're wrong. I watch, if I'm here and I'm commenting, I'm watching. And that's easily proved because today you said something about a problem that you don't have problems and your streams are not problems and you never have a problem. And I quote, problem, question mark, close quotes. 10 minutes later, you went, I don't know what he's talking about. Well, of course you don't. Those of you that don't know Doug and I poke fun back at one another.
Yeah.
It's an
I'm
understanding we
like Arkansas. I never have any problems like that on my machine.
have. No, um, apparently there are other people seeing the same thing with other streams as far as the audio not starting. That's why I take 3 to 5 seconds after it starts before I speak, because that way I know it's going out over YouTube. Um, there is a link to the short in for the storm this day in chat. And Blue Softy says, happy to hear. I'm doing okay. Feeling pretty content. I didn't miss today's stream. Oh, that's cool. Pinky Gray says, hello, Sir Ken. Thank you. And I didn't see any trailer either. Okay, so here's the deal with trailers. You've got to see them, I believe, at least 3 to 4 minutes prior to the show starting, because the trailers are limited to 3 minutes. So if you were trying to watch the trailer at 2 minutes to showtime, 9:58, you're not going to see the trailer.
Well, I
Now,
was
I
like 10
will
or 15 minutes before, so I don't know what happened.
really, well, let me double check to make sure. I mean,
I'm pretty sure I was anyway.
well, I'm gonna double check something. Do I have my audio turned down? I might. Let me check it, John. Um, there is in Zoom. I'll put it in Zoom chat too, as well.
Because my first comment was at 6:33 p.m.
Wow. Comment on.
in the chat.
Well, that's interesting because the first comment that registered. You sure it was tonight's stream? Because the first comment that registered was Pinky
Yeah, I'm
Gray.
looking at the chat on tonight's stream right now. It says, I see all the way back to 4:58 of Pinky Gray.
All right, I'm looking here. Yeah, maybe it was a wild and woolly day. Yeah, you're down the list a little bit. But yeah,
Well,
I see
no,
it
I had
there.
one earlier than that at 6:33 said waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. Yep, 6:33 your time. So let me verify the link is actually going to work. It may not work.
Well,
I don't
no, I
know.
just watched it on the link.
Okay.
So
This
I
was
don't know.
this was I'm figuring this out. Okay.
It is YouTube after all.
Yeah. Well, you, Jeff had requested I try to make some changes to the dancing girls, and I did.
I was just poking fun. I never.
I know. I know, but I challenge
And he didn't
accepted.
use my color anyway.
Well, you would not believe how difficult it is to get the colors. Bill and I were collaborating and watching. He was watching as I was doing
Oh, I
it.
believe you. I believe you.
You would think there'd be a color palette to go to pick any color you wanted to. You have to create your own colors. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those came out really good. The other 4 of those, or the other 5 of those, because there's 11 dancing girls, I intentionally left them the way that I did because the one on the end, I kind of like the way that it turned out. I've got to get in there and fine tune some things, but it can be done. Now, obviously, this is not the way the stream ends. This was taken from that, but it is possible to change practically leotard color. I imagine I could change hair color. I could probably change boot color, although that would be, would that be a pain to do? But I'm working on it. So I don't know why you wouldn't have seen this trailer at 6:33 though. You should have seen it then. That's odd. That's very odd.
Sorry
actually.
about that, but I saw it
Uh,
now. It's good.
yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Actually, kind of like the music I put on the trailer. It works a little bit better for um, the end of the stream. I may have to go change that up a little bit and see how that goes over. So, but yeah, I started working on it this afternoon, and I kind of figured it was going to take a really, 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 very long time, like days to do. Took about an hour. Once I understood the process of doing it and the
Mhm.
order of how things had to go, pretty quick actually. So it's pretty much my day. I did get an interesting phone call that they didn't leave a voicemail. I thought maybe it might be the people I reached out to on Monday, but it was not. There was no voicemail. I haven't gotten any emails yet, nor have I gotten any text messages. Long Dog is joining us in chat. He says, "I be here." Hello, Long Dog. It was nice seeing you last night on Zoom. All right. What do we got here? 10, 11. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Long, not long. Yeah, we always, it is lawn, as in like lawn and garden. Um, we, we here in the Midwest tend to run it to long. But yes, good point. Can I drop a link? You sure? If you are a moderator, you have my blessings to drop a link. Um, Most of my moderators, that's why you get moderator status, is so you can promote your channel or anyone else's channel. By all means, do that. I have a good core of moderators that keep a good watch over the channel, and as Doug likes to say, keeps the riffraff out. I don't, I don't ever worry about that. And
Not all of us get removed though.
including your host. Oh mercy, excuse me. Trying not to drink coffee tonight. Trying. I didn't make any, so it'd be kind of hard to drink coffee. I did look at the background you're looking at right now, and I wanted to make some adjustment because the snake right there just needs to be lowered and it'll work out perfect. However, the way that project put together, I cannot lower that snake. In fact, I've got to go back and redo that whole project because when I tried to lower the snake, it screwed up everything from the snake on. And the snake is not at the end as it is here. It's actually in the middle. Um, this is Da Vinci Day, basically. Yeah, it was pretty much I sat here on Da Vinci. I did get OBS cleaned up. I'm pretty happy about that. I couldn't believe, I know you guys are not going to believe this, but I couldn't believe the number of duplicated scenes I had that had the same duplicated sources under a different name, though. I mean, I'll be honest about this. It was A turned into B, but A and B had exactly they were identical. So I don't know what I was thinking. Um, Intro also okay, cool. I will go look at that. I will bring that up to take a gander at when the show ends. And I do go look at links that are put in here, and I do watch it. 3 minute and 9. Now that's interesting. If this is a trailer and it's 3 minute and 9 seconds. I thought YouTube limited it to 3 minutes, but Pinky Gray's got one that says 3:09. So I've got it started. I will finish it after a while, which is going to be in about 5 minutes because I don't like to go much over 15 to 20 minutes. Anything under 20 minutes, my chat will populate in about 10 minutes. Anything at 20 minutes and beyond, you won't see chat until tomorrow. It's just a me thing. It means absolutely nothing to no one. It doesn't mean anything to the analytics. It's a me thing. I like if someone sends me a message and say, "Hey, did you see so and so said such and such and such?" I can now go look at chat immediately because I've gotten into the habit of not keeping things running. I'll write down the number, and then tomorrow morning when I check it, I like to see how much it's grown overnight, so to speak. Um, I used to keep it open and then compare it, but I no longer do that. That was kind of silly. So what was I looking at here? I don't want to close that because I got the trailer. I like Doug's show today. I thought he got great phone reception up there. Um, I would have a fishing pole and I'd be playing ghetto. I'd be throwing that fishing line out there time after time after time. I'd be trying to catch some fish. Um, I do have an email from Ghetto that I've got to go read. I just checked my email right before I started, and I did see I did have one. Hopefully, it's nothing important. I was supposed to say something on the stream. Oops. Blue Softy, not exactly sure what it is, but even if you actually, yeah, you are contributing by being here. You are contributing by participating in chat. That is contributing. That is a good thing. That helps me out. I know participation in chat, so I've been told, is one of the things that YouTube looks at. So the more chat there is, the better off we are. And hopefully tonight, the end of the stream chat thing works the way it's supposed to. I kind of tried to tweak that a little bit today, and I thought I saw time to end the show.
Silk and satin, feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step, a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
I started watching The Accountant 2 earlier tonight. It's on Prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all the names it picked up. And it didn't pick up Bluey. What the heck? Or Blue Softy. All right, obviously the scroll at the end is not right because Blue Softy, who made Bluey Soft, who made a comment at 10:15, should have been on that list but was not. I don't know why. I will have to investigate that, and I'm not going to, as I open up to see what's going on, I'm not going to do it right now, as I do it right now. Yeah, you are on it, so I'm not going to replay it right now, but you were the first one that Bluey, Mike, John, myself, Pinky Gray, and Lawn Dog was on there. Thank you for the comment. If it's still really fun to listen to this, I wish there were more communication between the Zoom homies and I as there is after we end, which the link's up. To get the link to get on Zoom, it's up there, k.z00m@gmail.com. You can join us on the Zoom panel. Reminder, Friday night will be a very special live. Reminder, tomorrow night, the Pacers lose Game 6 and the series 4-2. But I'll be here at 10 o'clock. So with that, I'm going to end the show. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank the people that came back 2 nights in a row. That's a good thing. I also want to, again, thank the Zoom homies who night in and night out show up and put up with my nonsense. And I love Sam's background. I know you caught that on one of my putts. I know it. I knew those pictures were out there. Good night, everybody.